Hey, this happy holiday wish is for all my family and friends and brought to you by twitchoffroad.com. Cole's business. Go to it. See what it's good. Hi, Sierra. Little plug there for your brother. I'm going to read a story that I got from Reba McEntire's Christmas album. And I know you heard it, have heard me read it a few times. It's called The Story of the Christmas Guest. It happened one day at December's end. Some neighbors called on an old friend, and they found his shop so meager and mean, made gay with 1,000 bows of green. And old Conrad was sitting with his face a-shinin', when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine, and he said, "My friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and he said, 'I'm coming your guest to be.' So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle's a-shine, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I'll wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place, and I'll open the door and look upon his face." For long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew, with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. And so he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start. And he looked for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision that he had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all his clothes were ragged and worn. But old Conrad was touched, and he went to the door, and he said, "Your feet must be so tired and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and I have a coat that'll keep you warmer too." So with grateful heart the man went away, but Conrad noticed the time of day, and he wondered what made the dear Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. Then he heard another knock at the door, and he ran to it, and it was only a stranger once more. A bent old lady with a shawl of black, a bundle of kindling piled on her back. And she asked only for a place to rest, a place that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while this Christmas day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. After she had left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw the hours were slipping away. The Lord had not come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me, tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door, and stood disappointed as twice before. It was a child who had wandered away, and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he could make this little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears, and he quieted all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. Then as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had all passed away. So he went to his room, and he knelt down to pray. He said, "Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much your face to see." Then softly in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, I have kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lowly door. I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend."